Hi, guys. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. My name is Uma, and I'm the CEO of the Lotus and the Light Metaphysical Center located in Northern Virginia. Today, our topic for our Wellness Wednesday is the secret power of wellness retreats. I have been hosting retreats for the past 15 years, and it is nothing short of magical and mystical and wonderful. So, I know a lot of people think, well, a retreat is someplace that you go, you spend a lot of money, you get away to sandy beaches in Costa Rica or Jamaica, you do yoga, you meditate, and you just take a time out from life. And that's true, but there's also so much more to retreats that I don't think a lot of people are aware of. And that's why today I wanted to take some time to talk about what you can expect from a retreat, what you can possibly hope to accomplish during a retreat. Today we do live in a fast paced world, and it's so easy to lose ourselves in the demands of work, of family, daily routines, right? And I feel like we sometimes lose ourselves in these kinds of situations. And it's so important to remember that every now and then we have to step away from the hustle and bustle of regular day life so that we can tap in, tune in, turn on to our spiritual life. When we delve into the spiritual work, we can unlock profound healing, clarity, insight, right? Receive those aha moments that we might be too busy in our regular day to day to get. So, going into a retreat, a wellness retreat, a spiritual retreat, a holistic retreat, it allows you to go beyond just relaxation. And don't look down on relaxation. It's so important for your body, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, for you to just relax. So relaxation in of itself is a gain. But when you go to a retreat, you also indulge in immersive experiences that help you rediscover your balance, foster a deeper self-connection to yourself, and also help you to create sustainable wellness habits that me as a retreat leader hope you would take home and institute in your daily life. So, whether you're seeking inner peace, a sense of renewal, or just some time out to recharge your spirit, a retreat will inspire you to prioritize your well-being like never before. I know every time I go on a retreat, I feel amazing, when I come back from my retreats. And I just feel like it's just so profoundly wanted. By the way, for those of you that are watching me live as I do this talk, feel free to say hello. All right. Let me know that you're here, and I will, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer it. So I also want to let you guys know, big reveal. I do have a retreat coming up. I tend to do a monthly retreat at Lotus in the Light, and it's called a Lotus Wellness Retreat. And every month I do different things, different themes. So we do have one this Saturday coming up, October 26th, if you're watching this live, 2024. And it is a one-day retreat, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the center. At the end of this talk, I will be giving away a discount code that is only eligible for 3 people. So if you stick around to the end, I will give you this discount code, and then you can use it to apply and get your retreat on, right? Get your retreat on. Okay. There's 3 things that I feel is big takeaways from going to a retreat. And the first big ticket win is rediscovering your mind-body wellness and balance. When you take time to step away from your daily life and your routine and you join a wellness retreat, the retreat leaders as like myself, we create a dedicated space to welcome you and to kind of ease your mind from the daily stressors, to allow you to focus on the holistic things we offer, whether it's meditation or yoga, mindfulness practices, a Reiki share, a powerful message circle. So I know for myself, before my retreats, I like to arrive, maybe about 30 minutes before the retreat and just set up my studio, um, light some incense, clear my space, meditate, just get ready to welcome in everyone who's coming, the weary traveler, right? So I can create this space for you to rediscover your mind-body balance. And this concentrated time that you spend in a retreat for self-care, it not only helps to realign your mind and body, but because it becomes a part of your practice, it gives you the energy to want to make this a long-lasting practice for you to continuously have inner peace and balance. So for those of you that are listening, if you're just like, wow, I have been lacking balance in my life, I've just been kind of running around going crazy, retreats are a great way to disconnect and just tune in. And this is why I do local retreats, because not many of us have the luxury of taking time off from our lives or having the money to go for like a week-long retreat in Costa Rica or a beautiful tropical island. We would love to, right? We all want to, but it's not possible. So that's why at Lotus, I create these one-day retreats once a month, usually on a Saturday, and I change around the activities because I do have some people that want to come monthly and they don't want to do the same thing over and over again. So we do different things, but the whole idea is the same. Time away to just relax and play. Another great benefit of attending a retreat is deepening connection with yourself, with nature, and with community. I love this point. When you immerse yourself in this serene environment, right? The retreats are focused on connection with nature. So some retreats will have actual outdoor activities, hiking, visiting a waterfall, yoga outside. And that's, a lot of us spend most of our time indoors. So when we get to go to a retreat and actually just play outside, it's so much fun, But even with those one-day retreats like my own, we may not be able to incorporate outside activities, but we have outside influences inside, fire from candles, incense for air, right? Stones and crystals to represent earth. We always have sacred water available for our attendees. What is sacred water? Just side note, it's I get these little mini water bottles and I perform Reiki healing on them before my attendees arrive, so that it's like Reiki water, healing water, But fostering connection with nature is such a big part of retreats because it takes you away from the computer world and back to the real world. Fostering connection with yourself, right, is going to give you therapeutic benefits for that mind-body connection. And we get that through activities that are focused on self-reflection. A lot of my retreats are focused on, how do you feel about this? What do you think about this? What is your awareness about this? Right? I like to help individuals uncover deeper insights about their lives, their values, their desires. And I find I can really do that in a retreat setting, whereas I can't really do that in a class or conversation. But when I get someone for a couple of hours, I can really get them to tune everything else out. Usually I like to start my retreats with some form of meditation, because I have to get that brain, right, to just kind of settle down, calm down, and then we can focus on other things throughout the day. And then a deeper connection with community, because many of us are experiencing our spiritual path on our own. We're reading books and watching videos and doing practices on our own. And it can be quite lonely. And sometimes you just need to be around other people just to see who else is out there. And being in this kind of space, it's nice to hear other people share their stories, and then you can identify with, oh, yeah, that's me too, that's happening to me as well. And that makes you feel like I'm normal, like this is just me having an awakening moment, or things are happening. And it allows you to just relax into just, okay, this is a spiritual awakening. It is what it is. And I can get through this because they're getting through it too. I've had a lot of people that come to my retreats form long lasting bonds and friendships, that they still have, even though they don't come to my studio anymore. They're still friends with the people they met at my classes, my center, my retreats. So you can have a really strong connection to community by attending a retreat, especially your local retreats where people live in the area. Much better chance of forming connections. So, for any of you who are struggling to find friends, or friends who are interested in spiritual things, attending local one-day retreats will be a great help with that. And finally, another big tip about why I love attending wellness retreats and hosting wellness retreats is because it really does help build lasting wellness habits, right? When you go to a retreat, you feel amazing. Usually it's like healthy food, healthy snacks served, healthy behaviors, healthy activities, healthy communication, healthy conversations, healthy community. So a retreat experience can serve as a powerful catalyst for you wanting to make positive lifestyle changes, giving you that oomph, giving you that inspiration, that drive to make changes. And when you learn the practical tools, right, from the retreat, you can take those tools back home and integrate them into your daily life, making the benefits of the retreat extend far beyond their time away. I always tell people, like, if you go to a retreat, let's just say your retreat is $100 and you pay $100. Think of it as, if you take practices from that retreat and for the next 2 weeks or month, you're using those practices. Like, if for 30 days you use the practices you learned in the retreat, then you literally spent, what is that? Like $3 a day? About, $3.33 a day is how much that $100 worked out to, right? I'm pretty sure my math's off. I'm sorry. But I feel like that's how it would work out too. That's the way I think about when I spend money on going to retreats. I'm like, okay, usually after a retreat, I'm pepped up, I'm motivated for a month after. So whatever the cost, let's say it's $1,500, for a week long retreat or something. And I'm gonna do the things for a month afterwards. That'll be like about $50 a day. It's not bad, not bad. Especially when those of us that eat out or go shopping or spend unnecessarily, that would be a great thing to spend on, is a retreat. So I feel very strongly about retreats. Before I became a metaphysical center owner and I had more free time, I used to go to like a retreat 3-4 times a year. I love taking that time out, that time away, and just being by myself. I usually tend to go to retreats without friends and family or partners. I like to go by myself. So for any of you who are, single and thinking about it, that's the best time, is to go to a retreat, because it's not so much focused on partner activities or, group things. It's really focused on you, despite having other people there. It's all about you. So it's kind of like a gift to yourself. For those of you that like gift giving, right? It's like a gift to yourself. How can this retreat heal me, gift me, give back to me? And depending on the retreat you pick is what's going to happen. So how do you pick a retreat? So many different ways to pick a retreat. One, you can look in your area, right? You can go online, Google spiritual retreats near me, wellness retreats near me. Find a retreat that's close to you, one that is within your budget range. Whether you have to decide whether you want to do a 1-day retreat, 3-day, a weekend retreat, a week retreat, a month retreat, um, what you have the time and space and energy for. And then also to investigate the retreat leader. This is why I do so many videos on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, because I like people to get a chance to know me, or at least try to get to know me online, so you have an idea of who I am and what my behavior is like. So when you come to a retreat for the first time, it's not like you're just meeting somebody brand new. You're just like, oh, I have an idea of Uma because I've seen her at the retreats. I've seen her, I'm sorry, online doing these videos and whatnot. So I feel like I kind of know her a little bit. So my advice, get to a retreat. Like I said, for those of you that are local to Northern Virginia, Manassas, Virginia, I do have a retreat, the Lotus Wellness Retreat, coming up on Saturday, October 26, 2024. I also have another one coming up on, I believe it is Saturday, November 22nd, 2024. It's the Saturday before Thanksgiving. I thought that would be a great time to offer a retreat, just right before Thanksgiving, and you getting involved with all your travel plans and your family and stuff. Let me just kind of relax, woosah, so I can kind of get into the moment of the holiday season, get into the energy of the holiday season, right? And you don't have to go there all stressed out and whatnot. And just check me out. Check out my website, thelotusandthelight.com. Or you can email me, info@thelotusandthelight.com to find out about my retreat schedule. Because, this is a recording. Some of you might be listening to this well into 2025 or 2026. But I guarantee you, I will still be doing retreats at that time. All right? So please feel free to reach out to me. Oh, and the special code. For those of you that are watching this now, if you do click onto my my link for the retreat coming up on Saturday, October 26th, my link is bit.ly/LW retreat 1024. If you do click on that and you go there, if you put in the code at checkout, Lotus 40, you will get a 40% discount off of the retreat I have coming up this Saturday. 40% off. Okay. But I only have like 5 available on there. So if you really are like, oh, I'm free on Saturday, I could do it a retreat. I want to meet Uma, right? Click on that link, bit.ly/LW retreat 1024. Go all the way through the checkout process. When you get to the last page, put in Lotus 40 and you will get a 40% discount on that retreat. That's just my gift to you, to encourage you that, you need to take time out for yourself. You really do. And I feel like you might sometimes need a little push in that direction. And that's what my discounts are for, to push you in that direction. Because I guarantee you, once you go to one retreat, you're going to be back. That's just the way it is. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening in. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I look forward to meeting you in person at some point in time. Bye for now.